Going old school for some different camera angles. Good morning YouTube. It is, let's see, is this Friday? Saturday? What is today? You know, I really don't know. Saturday. Okay. I had to double check. I don't even know what happened to Saturday. So Friday. I guess it was yesterday, but anyway. I'm always looking for ways to improve my videos, obviously. They sure do need improving. But what I'm doing here is I've got the dash cam, my black web dash cam on the bench here, and I just wanted to see how well this works. I've got the little holder that I use for my Sony Bloggy Touch, and I'm using, you know, the holder for that, and I thought, you know, see if I can, how well it works. It seems to work pretty good. So it's just sitting in there fairly loose. I mean, it's not so tight that it's, you know, pushing, you know, anything on the camera and like that. So I thought that would be something interesting to do and see. But what I'm getting at is, like, this, when I did the video yesterday with the scope view, I noticed the little ZE1 doesn't do a very good job of I don't know if there's a frequency problem with the monitor on the scope or what, but it doesn't seem to capture the waveform as well as it should, I think. And if I happen to be using, you know, the Sony for, you know, this work down here, then, you know, I thought it would be nice to have another camera that I could use. Now, I've got a couple other cameras that I can use. They're, and they probably would be better for that specific purpose, because they're really not useful for anything else. One of them is this Olympus. I forget the number on it. Let me see if I can find the number. So now this is a, again, just, it was a point and shoot type camera. So, you know, it really wasn't meant as a video camera, but it does do video. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's a standard resolution video. It's not FE20, it looks like. I think is what I see there, FE20. But anyway, it does standard resolution. It's 8 megapixels. Yeah, FE20 right there. Big letters, FE20. I haven't used it in a long time, but it would be good for something like that if it takes a good picture. I need to do some, what am I trying to say? Some experiments, I guess, to see if it does. I'm going to have to find the charger for it, because I'm sure it needs charging. There's the power, see if it actually does anything. No, it's dead in the door now. So after it's powered up, maybe see, well, this has got battery. Maybe, oh no, it's a rechargeable battery. So it should be able to recharge that with a, I've got chargers here. I don't know if I've got this one, but so there's what it looks like. And, you know, if I could get it charged up, it would be, you know, I'm sure a good thing to have. Backwards. Alright. Now it's got a port. Now that doesn't look, I can't tell if that's a port like this, what's this dash cam uses, or something else, but it doesn't look, it's not a micro USB, I know that. So I might have to play around with a little bit with that and see. But I'd like to try and find out a good way of doing this without having to use one of my cameras that I use for other shots. And like I said, this dash cam might work as well, but you know, I kind of want to test this one first if I can, because it would be the better choice. It's got the mount for the tripod right there, and I could just I could probably set it on a box like I did yesterday with the ZE-1 and get a good shot at it. So let me find the charger for this and charge this battery up, and I'll come back with the second part of this. So stay tuned. Alright, I am back once again, in case you didn't know that. Trying to clean some drawers out of here. This one has the cameras in it. I've got a bunch of cameras in there, and I don't really need a bunch of cameras in there. And I had a bunch of those shop rags like that, and in there, stuffed in there. I had a bunch of bags in there that I didn't need to be put in there. And so I've cleaned all those out. And at the moment, though, I don't have anywhere else to put them, so I'm just sort of working on this as I go. But I have my, let me show you what cameras are in there. Get this turned around a little bit. This camera here is my inspection camera, or bore camera, whatever you want to call it. That's the one where you can see, you know, down inside it's got the little LED lights. There it is right there. And you can see into things. And plugs into USB. I really haven't used that a lot. I need to use it more because it's really a handy camera. But that's one camera. Of course, you've already seen the Olympus FE20. And by the way, I do have that charging at now with the battery charger. So we'll be able to test that here later on when the battery gets good charged. The other camera I have is my original Sony Bloggie. Now I bought this new a long time ago. Actually when I was going to New York City to sightsee or whatever, I had this, and I've used it quite a bit on my videos and things like that, but it's a little bit awkward as far as using it for work around the bench because it's so big. And I know there's a lot of camcorders that are bigger than this, but this one's big to me because I'm so used to the ZE-1 and the Sony Bloggie Touch, and those are, you know, different ones. But now the other camera I have is this Life Cam, I think they call it, Microsoft. This is pure, strictly USB to computer. In other words, it has to have a USB connection because the software for the camera, it's kind of like a webcam. It goes to the computer hard drive. That's where it captures to. But it is a camera nonetheless. So, so that's a look at the cameras I had stuffed in that drawer. I don't need them in there because it's not good for them in there. And so I'm going to find a better place to put those. Something that's easy to get to and yet at the same time out of the way. So that's my plans or thoughts for that. Using my battery bank here that I got some time ago to run this camera and also charge this up a little. I think Bill's the one that sent me this. I think it's a little microphone. I'm not really sure. I forgot now what it was, but I know I did a video on it and we tried to get it to work. It didn't work very good or something. I forget. So volume control there. But anyway, so that's that. I'm just charging it up, see if maybe it charge up. I don't know if that's supposed to have a display on it or what. It looks just like a mirror to me, but you know, I didn't know if there was like supposed to be a little display because it's got a channel choice here, and I don't know how you would tell what channel you're on. There's no way of seeing that. In fact, I don't think there's any way really of turning this on and off unless you plug it in. I guess that turns it on. It's obviously on because you can see the little blue glow there as a little LED lit up inside there, so I'm sure it's actually on, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. It's been so long since I messed with it. I forget, you know, if it's even yesterday. I forget what I've done yesterday. So anywho, that's that, and that's a tour of what I'm doing here. So let me get off here and bring you back once I get the battery charged in the Olympus, and we'll do some testing with that and see if there's any way I can use it for my instruments over here, getting readings off of those. As long as the video is good, I don't really care about because all I need is a good picture, solid picture of whatever it is I'm looking at, image, solid video, whatever you want to call it. Because I can use the video pad when I put the picture in picture, and I can crop it with that, and that's what I did with the Sony ZE-1 picture, because it was wider than what I showed. But it's a lot easier to do that way. So anywho, that's that. Also, I don't know how much it matters to anybody, but I did find that VideoPad or NCH Software is having a sale. I got an email alert about that today, and the VideoPad itself is available now with this coupon for $29.95. So I thought that was a pretty good price. If anybody's wanting to check it out, let me know. I can send you a copy of the video. In fact, there's a little link on the bottom of the email I got that says send it to a friend. So if anybody's interested, let me know, and I'll send them a copy of it. I don't know how long it lasts, but like I said, it's a savings of at least $10, because I think it's, or $20 I mean, because I think normal price on that's, well, let's see, I think I paid $40 for it, so that's $10 savings. It's still a pretty good deal. So like I said, anywho, let me get off here and come back when the battery has charged, and we'll take a look and see what that does. Alright, I do have the battery charged up enough to do the test, and I thought, well, you know, and I found a 4 gig card, so that's in there. It's all ready to go. I'm just gotta set it up here. Also, I'm using my phone like Don did. I thought that was a rather clever idea, that app he used for his last I'll see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. But this is kind of neat. So that's kind of neat. I like that. But we'll use this with the scope and put in, like I said, you can do the sine wave, square wave, sawtooth, and triangle. So you can tell the little difference in the sound there. So let me turn that off, and like I say, we'll find me a ding dong here for my we need to tilt it down a little bit. That should get me in the ballpark, I think. Now let me hook up the okay, it looks like I wasn't recording before. I had my phone, using the phone for this, but it had a little bit of a distortion in it. I don't know exactly why, but it did. So I thought we'd go with the frequency generator. Alright, anyway, I think there's going to be enough of it in there to do that, and we'll see, hopefully, in a second or two. And like I say, here's what I had. I'm going to show you what I had set up to do. Let me point this the other way. That's basically what I was doing with it. I could turn it on. You could see the scope. That's what it was looking at. So that should provide a fairly decent picture, I think. And in the meantime, I'll put this charger battery back in the charger and let it charge up fully, and hopefully I'll have a good little secondary camera. I think that's going to work out rather nice. I like that. I can tilt it if I need to, like that. So I think that's going to work out really nice. So, alright, I think that's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to play around with some cameras and stuff, and you guys have a pleasant day. It's about 1 o'clock now in the afternoon. So we'll talk at you later. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya.